Hey, One Hope Church, it is time once again for our quarterly update. Have 5 things for you this time. Number 1, our preaching calendar. We just finished the book of James and we're about to start a brand new series called Covenant, in which we're going to go through the 6 covenants of the Old Testament, really use that just to do kind of really an overview of the entire Old Testament. And then in the fall, we're going to launch into a book level study of the book of Romans. Really looking forward to this study. Romans is such a deep, rich book. It's also a long book, and so we're going to actually split our study in Romans into 3 parts. But know that at least we're going to jump into Romans part 1 in the fall, and we're going to have some supplemental scripture readings Monday through Friday, along with a podcast to go along with that. So we'll kind of balance it out and jump into other parts of scriptures, and so just know that that's happening as well. Another way to really dig deep into the scriptures together. So look forward to that. And then number 2, some church numbers. Been seeing our attendance go up a little bit over the course of the year. Had about an average of 60 in attendance each week at Ocean 5 during the first part of the year, but saw that number go up to 70 on average during the month of April. And then the month of May, we actually had an average of 80. So that's been a really good upward trend. Now it's decreased a little bit during the summer months, as often happens, but really encouraged and hopeful that that trend will continue as we move into the fall. And then financially, we're doing fine financially. We got about $100,000 in the bank. Giving has been consistent, same amount of giving this year as last year. Although, as Mark Cooper noted, there's this thing called inflation, and so costs have gone up. So just an encouragement. Would you consider maybe just giving a little bit more to make up for that inflation? Or if you've never given regularly to One Hope Church, maybe consider jumping into that aspect of church life. There's some really great things we would love to do and grow in, including getting more hours to Jeremiah and Amanda. So just prayerfully consider if you might increase a little bit or perhaps jump in for the first time into weekly giving at One Hope. And then number 3, our Wednesday night kids, youth, and young adult gatherings. During the summer months for the last few years, we've been doing something called Wednesday Night Out, where we gather at my house, at the Chernis house, every Wednesday night during the summer. And it's for kids, youth, young adults, anybody who wants to come. And first we have a meal together, and thank you to those of you who have signed up to bring meals. We really appreciate those meals. And so we eat together, and then I do a little icebreaker question with everybody, including the kids, and then I tell a Bible story. And then Sandy takes the little kids and goes to one side of the house and does crafts with the kids, and then Jeremiah and Amanda take the youth and young adults, and they sit around the fire pit and they have a discussion time, and it's just a lot of fun. We just have a lot of laughter and just kind of chasing each other around and fun afterwards as well. So that started off kind of slow at the beginning of the summer, but it's really kind of been building momentum little by little as the summer has gone on. So you can pray that continues. Last one will be August 30th, and then we'll jump into our fall programming for kids, youth, and young adults. And then number 4, some worship changes for the fall. So starting in the fall, we're going to change things up a bit with regard to the musical portion of our worship services. I'm going to basically be leading less. I'll still probably plan and lead the worship once a month, but we're going to be really coaching, releasing others to step up as well. So Mia is going to plan and lead the worship once a month with the worship team supporting her. And the Moores are going to plan and lead the worship once a month with the worship team supporting them. And then once a month, we're going to have a young adult plan and lead the worship with the rest of the team supporting them. And sometimes that will be a young adult from within our congregation. But we also may actually try bringing some other young adults from outside of our congregation, just try different worship leaders. And so just know we're going to be experimenting with some different things over the course of just the first part of the year. Now I'm going to be coaching the whole thing, overseeing the whole thing, so I'll make sure there's still a consistency and it's not all over the place. And so you can kind of expect kind of a general framework for our worship services each Sunday. But just do know that we're going to try some things and we're going to see what works and what doesn't, and we'll tweak it as we go. But we just ask for a little bit of grace as we do that in the fall, with really the aim that we want to improve just the musical portion of our worship, with really the aim we want to reach out to new people and look what will really kind of help do that in a fresh way. So know that that is happening. And then number 5, our 10 years anniversary celebration. Hey, thanks so much, One Hope. On Sunday, we had a great celebration that you threw for me and Sandy and the kids, just celebrating 10 years of partnership together. We have been so grateful to be welcomed into this church family, and it's been a good 10 years, and I look forward to what's to come. And so just really appreciate all the appreciation that you lavished on us. Although it was a little bit awkward, I have to say too. It felt a little bit, partly like my wedding, and then it also felt a little bit like my funeral with the open mic time. So that was a little weird, but really appreciate it. It was really awesome. It was a good day, and I love the gifts you gave me. Oh my goodness, the Bob Dylan shirt and the Hobbit feet. You guys know me so well. It is absolutely true that our family, and me in particular, I know I've received way more from you than we've imparted to you. Hopefully we've imparted something as well. So just so thankful to each one of you. Our whole family is. So thank you for these 10 years, and we look forward to what's ahead. All right, there you have it. Those are our 5 things this time. Hey, have a great rest of the summer. I know many of you will be traveling in and out of Gig Harbor over the course of the summer on vacations and such, but encourage all of us to, let's be praying for the fall launch and just to have a great year of growing, not just numerically, but growing in relationship with Jesus and with each other. So please be in prayer with that, and just want to keep in prayer those who are suffering at this time. Linda Zeitner, pray for healing for her. Pat Lalvis, Susan Wilborn, and Martin, who just hurt her foot. So just pray for those who are in need right now, and let's continue to be praying for really one another. All right, thanks. Talk to you later.